Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Joy Show with your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early have here at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel and at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Guys, today we're talking about imagination. Just my imagination once again. Running about how imagination is an absolute organizing principle to your potential greatest yet to be. So we'll get into that in a second. Thanks for being here. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com, see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We have a series of great workshops, programs. It's all there. Check for it. We'll holla back. Let's dive into the topic, though. So we're talking today, guys, about imagination. Point one is that it is true what the great prophet Biggie Small says. It was all a dream. Because when you can dream a world, you can actually imagine that world. So we encourage you to have a dream, to imagine, to have something that you want to imagine happening for yourself, your family, your community, your ancestors, whatever that thing may be. Point two is you want to be able to hold that dream. We call it visualization or imagining with intensity. Tether that visualization, that imaginative world to emotion. I'm not sure why this works or why the universe, the world seems to be organized this way, meaning why emotion seems to have an impact on this, but it absolutely does. When you imagine a thing and you tie it to emotion, you may have, if you play sports, you know this because you know this through playing sports, especially in competitive sports. Because when you imagine something with that emotion, you go into kind of a trance. Like anger is a kind of a trance. You ever had a fight, you just like, or you get so mad, or you're in love. Love is a kind of trance, and things that you'll do when you're in love with someone. Or the idea that came to mind just now was playing basketball and getting in the zone. If you've played sports, it's true. I've heard in all sports, competitive sports, but definitely true in basketball. And it's so fascinating what happens to you. You know, when you get into a zone in basketball, although this sounds, if you haven't had this experience, it'll sound like I'm making this up. But if you have had the experience, you know it's true. When you get into the zone in basketball, in a game, everyone around you, this is crazy. It's like you would think I'm making this up, but everyone around you slows down except for you. And so you can see, because they're moving so slow, what they are about to do. Like they're about to pass the ball right to a guy right in front of you. So you say, you about to pass the ball right in front of me? I'm about to step in and take this ball. I mean, in the basket itself, when you're shooting the ball, the basket is as big as like a bathtub. So you cannot miss when you're in that zone place. It's extraordinary. It's a trance. So the point is that because it's such an emotional sport, you kick into that trance. And you're up in it. It doesn't last long. It may last for 45 seconds. If it goes beyond a minute, you're like, pass me the ball, bro, now. Give me the ball now. It's going in. The shots I have made in the zone, the people are like, no, yes. no, yes. It's like Kobe out there, boy. No, yes. And so, but it's the emotion that kicks you into that next level of trance, and as I'm reading about right now, in the Metro Natural, which is a great comedic book, I am, I'm learning more about trance, and which goes into point three. When you tether that visualization to emotion, you go into a slight trance, or better yet, a deeper trance. And then when you believe that what you're imagining is going to happen, that just helps to accelerate the trance state, meaning you go deeper into it. You move faster and deeper into the trance. In that combination, I know it sounds pretty crazy. I know. I mean, if it wasn't me saying it, if I had experienced it so many times, I think I was making this stuff up or exaggerating. But I'm not, because I've experienced this many, many times. When you get in that state, when you do those things, I have to really work at it. Some people I heard can just do it because they're more predisposed to it. Typically, in my research, women seem to be, I'm not sure why this is the case, but seem to be able to enter the trance more easily than men, at least in the African tradition. I'm not sure why that's true, but whatever the case, for me, I have to kind of work at it, actually really work at it. It's kind of a challenge for me. I'm sure it's tough for everyone, but definitely for me, it's been a challenge. But when I'm in it, the work is worth it because you literally although it sounds crazy, you can make manifest things that you imagine in your mind in the real world. That's just my experience. You got to believe it. I'm living it. So I'm not looking for you to believe me. I'm just sharing, because some people who have had enough experience in this, either playing sports or being in love or thinking about their own life, they'll be like, I've had something like that happen to me. I want to learn more. If that's you, holla. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you. Today's Friday, the last day of the week. So we have our last show of the week is this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Guys, until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces, I'm out.